Hey there, Coastin With Quayz fans. Official Coastin With Quayz merch is available now through Redbubble. Click the link in the description to get your merch today. Every purchase helps to support the channel, which means more coaster content. And now, on with the video. Hey there, coaster fans. Coming up on this vlog at Dorney Park from the end of August in 2024, I talk about my final thoughts on Iron Menace for the season, as well as where I think the next coaster at Dorney Park could go, and give a little bit of a preview from the 2024 haunt season. So get ready, strap in, and let's ride. Hello everybody, this is Mark aka Quayz, and today I'm here at Dorney Park. It's been a while since I've been to my home park here. I've been traveling around going to a lot of other parks. So unfortunately, I did miss the Summer Nights event that Dorney Park was throwing. I was able to kind of stop by one day when that event was going on, but I was not able to stay for the evening. So that's unfortunate. But I did get a couple of shots that I'll show you of some of the signage and that type of thing. I'm really excited to get in and get on some rides today. Since it has been a while since I've been here, I really want to get on Hydra, Possessed, and Iron Menace. And then if the lines aren't too long for Talon, I really want to get a bunch of rides on Talon. I have not decided where I'm going to eat here at Dorney Park today, but the Coaster Drive-In has probably the best burgers in the park, and it's been a while since I've had one, so I think I might have to get some lunch over here today. I popped into a little gift shop here right on the main midway, and they have these awesome, like, retro-style magnets and stickers and frames, so I might have to pick up one of these stickers or something. I have a water bottle that I've been putting all my park and coaster stickers on. Very cool. Alright, I did it. I bought the sticker. That's going to go on my water bottle. On to the next place. So I'm over here by Whitewater Landing, and it looks like it's actually running today. This ride has not been running a lot this season. There's nobody in it yet. Obviously, there's workers over at the station, so I think this will be running. I'm not going to ride any water rides today, but it's cool that this is running. I would be interested to see if this ride lasts. At Cedar Point, they are taking out this exact ride and replacing it with something different. So I wonder if the closures of this ride this year have kind of something to do with similar reasons as to why they'd be closing this ride at Cedar Point. It's an older ride. This ride's probably been here for well over 30 years at this point. So if they were to take this out and put something else in, I'd be open to that. I don't really ride this that much. I'm making my way over towards Hydra, and you can see that they are getting ready for the haunt here at Dorney Park. As of when this is being recorded, the haunt has not started, but when this goes up, it might be going already, so check that out. If you've never been to Dorney Park's haunt, it's a really cool event. I just got 3 rides on Hydra. Once in the front row, once in the back row, once in row 4. All 3 rides were walk-ons. Back row, that first drop, absolutely amazing. I ran my park Ride Forces app on my Apple Watch, and it pulled 4 positive Gs at its highest and 0.48 negative Gs at its highest negative Gs. So not really an airtime ride, but still a lot of fun. I had to get out of the sun a little bit, but as I was saying about Hydra, that ride is more of a positive G-forces ride instead of the negative G-forces ride. You know, with a lot of the inversions and stuff like that, you're getting pushed into your seat a little bit more. It does have a 0G roll, and that doesn't give you crazy floatiness, but it still gives you a little bit. Alright, I'm over here in the Planet Snoopy area of Dorney Park, and there's a good amount of land right here. But as we cross the pathway over here, You go to where the first turnaround for Hercules used to be, and there's a huge plot of land over here by Hydra. And with a lot of the legacy Cedar Fair parks putting in, like the Vekoma family boomerang, for example, at Kings Island, next year Carowinds is putting in a family launching coaster. I feel like this would be a perfect area for Dorney Park to put in something like that. It's a wide open space. It's right next to Planet Snoopy. We just got Iron Menace this year, so in the next few years, Dorney Park, if you're looking to put in a family coaster, let's do it over here. Oddly, for the first time this season, I just got on Dominator. I don't know why, but I always forget about Dominator, and I actually really like that ride. I got on the green side, which is the one that shoots you down. Always a fun ride. Like, super great airtime and pop when you fly down. I definitely like the green side better than the red side. So if you can only get on one, go on the green side. I am now in the Steel Yard portion of Dorney Park where Iron Menace and Possessed are. Definitely plan on getting on Iron Menace a couple times today, and I would really love to get a ride on Possessed because it's been a while since I've been on that, and I love Possessed. Some people don't like it. I love it. I just got a back row ride on Possessed. As I said, I love that ride. It's very forceful. I ran the Ride Forces app again, and I got 4.6 Gs going up the back spike. So when you are in the back row and you go up that back spike, you fly up it and you go all the way to the top. So it's absolutely awesome. Don't sleep on these Intamin Impulse coasters. They're starting to get kind of old, so as time goes, I could see these rides starting to disappear. In fact, when Dorney Park was going to put in a wooden shuttle coaster a couple of years ago in the spot where Iron Menace sits, that actually would have required that Possessed be demolished. So, you know, they were able to save Possessed with Iron Menace instead, but it could be on the chopping block at some point. So if you're here at Dorney Park, I would get on this ride. I just got two pretty much walk-on station weight rides on Iron Menace. Once in the front row, once in the middle row. I have to say, I'm so glad that Dorney Park held off on that wooden shuttle coaster and ended up going with Iron Menace. This is the perfect fit for this park, and it's what this park needed right now. Yes, Dorney Park needs a quality wooden coaster, but I don't think that this was the spot in the park for that ride. I actually think the area towards Steel Force, where Dinosaurs Alive what used to be, I think that would be a perfect spot for like a GCI wooden coaster or something along those lines. So we'll have to wait and see in the future. Hopefully that will be the next major coaster that Dorney gets. But Iron Menace, it's awesome. Yes, there's a couple bumpy spots, but it really doesn't take away from the pacing and the speed. The first drop is great. I also did run my Ride Forces app again. Pulled 0.83 negative Gs. It looks like when I looked at the graph, the negative Gs were at the 0 G roll, but that would make sense. But there was also some negative Gs on the first drop, which you'd come to expect, but 4.22 positive Gs as well. So pretty forceful. All right, crossed over to the creek into the Steel Force Plaza. And now I'm going to get a couple rides on one of my favorite roller coasters here at Dorney Park, Steel Force. Alright, just got 2 rides on Steel Force, both in the first car, front row and second row. I actually think that the airtime was a little bit stronger in the second row. Once again, used my Ride Forces app, hit like 0.81 negative G's and like 3.8 or so positive G's. So this ride is definitely more about the airtime, especially if you sit in that front car. Great floater airtime, not too rough. If you do sit in the back, it's faster, it's more intense, but it is a little bit rougher. I have been coming to Dorney Park for 30 years, and this little pathway that connects Steel Force to Thunderhawk, always been one of my favorite parts of the park. It's kind of quiet, you know, minus the music that's coming out of the speakers. There's a good amount of shade. You've got the very classic wooden roller coaster, Thunderhawk, and then Steel Force right next to it. So I've always loved walking down this pathway. We've got more decorations for Haunt. This is kind of cool. I like this little pumpkin decoration and this tree. These are the bathrooms, though. I don't know if I want to go to the bathroom in here right now. This is kind of creepy. I feel like I might not come out alive, so I'm going to keep moving on. And I think, actually, I'm going to get on Thunderhawk now. All right, I've made it to Thunderhawk. Let's get a ride on this classic roller coaster. I just did a back car ride on Thunderhawk, and that was a lot of fun. I like classic wooden roller coasters. Earlier in the vlog, I mentioned the area where I think it would be a good spot for a new family coaster. And if you think about Dorney Park's coaster lineup, you really have the Woodstock Express and then the Wild Mouse. And then your next step up is the Thunderhawk. And if I'm being totally honest, as much as I love Thunderhawk, I don't think it is a great first coaster for kids because it's 100 years old. It is kind of rough. So this is another reason why I think a new family coaster would be a great fit here at Dorney Park, because it would kind of bridge that gap a little bit better. Because honestly, after you go to the Wild Mouse, your next step up would probably be something like Steel Force. I think something like Hydra or Talon or Iron Menace would be a little bit too intense with inversions for, you know, a young person's first coaster. So, family coaster, especially one of those Vekoma family boomerangs, that could be perfect here at Dorney Park.
Flat on the floor.
Just did a back row ride on Talon. I can't get enough of this ride. I could ride Talon all day long. I think I waited maybe 10 minutes to get on. Amazing way to maybe close out the day, I think. So I think that's where we're gonna call it. I'm kind of hungry. I think I'm gonna go get that coaster drive-in burger and then head on out. So got on everything I wanted to today. There was almost no lines. And even though it was a Friday when I was here today, overall, not too packed. So wonderful day. With that, until next time, everybody, keep on coasting.